Good, happy Sunday morning. I'm Riley King, and welcome to the Riley King Newscast. Let's get started. First up, New Hampshire firefighters head west to battle wildfires. Let's take a listen to this video from WMUR News 9.
On your mark, get set, go to the Nashua Hyundai Race to Save sales event. Victory will be yours with a new 2017 Elantra for only $99 a month. Lease the 2016 Tucson for only $169 a month at Nashua Hyundai.
Right now, fires are burning hundreds of thousands of acres in several states. The New Hampshire crew will likely stay together for the whole trip. Loading up and boarding a plane for a mission to keep people safe thousands of miles away.
Greatest job in the world. You get to go out in the morning, you get to help people, and this is just a different aspect of that.
Firefighters left Manchester this morning, bound for Boise, Idaho, then will be assigned to battle wildfires. Over the past few days, the New Hampshire Division of Forests and Lands says 31 large fires have burned more than 400,000 acres across 10 states in the West.
It's a sense of adventure. We get to go see parts of the country that maybe we wouldn't want to go see, but we get to go see them, and we get to go help people when they need it.
New Hampshire is sending a 20-person team in addition to 5 other crews from the New England area. Firefighters will likely be gone for nearly 3 weeks, working in extreme conditions.
Obviously, the urban interface fires where structures are threatened are the highest priority, but we do have fires burning in some of the national forests and on federal lands.
Veterans like David Kulgren go west year after year, still a rare opportunity for Granite Staters.
You think of the population of New Hampshire and stuff and all the firefighters and stuff, there's about only 60 of us that do this. So it's a really big deal.
And with drought conditions in New Hampshire, this trip could be beneficial back home.
So the more people we have that are experienced with how they do things out west, the faster we can get things organized here.
And some of the firefighters will fight the Pioneer Fire, which isn't far from where they'll land in Boise. Live in the studio, Mike Cronin, WMUR.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Teens nearly drown in Lake Winnipesaukee. Let's take a listen to the video.
Naked McMokin Chevrolet.
Winner of Chevy's Dealer of the Year Award. With no money down, drive the 2016 Chevy Cruze LS for only $179 a month. An award-winning car buying experience will be yours at McMokin Chevrolet.
The Thompson Auto Group.
Haley, thank you. Well, 3 people are in the hospital after nearly drowning in Lake Winnipesaukee near Governor's Island. According to the Guilford Fire Department, 3 people were swimming when they got caught in some choppy water and floated away from their boat. Crews from Guilford, Laconia, and Marine Patrol responded. A 15-year-old boy was transferred to Boston Children's Hospital for further evaluation.
If you're operating on the water, life preservers are very important, especially if you're a poor swimmer or there's rough conditions.
All 3 people are expected to be okay. Marine Patrol will continue to investigate.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Ryan Lochte says gun being pointed at his head didn't happen. Let's take a listen to this video from ABC News.
Don't trust a wimpy bag to do a hefty job.
Hefty, hefty, hefty.
We are hearing from Olympic swimmer Ryan Lochte for the first time since Brazilian police publicly doubted his account of what happened at that Rio gas station. Lochte at the center of this international scandal, sitting down for an interview, admitting that his behavior was immature. 2 of his fellow teammates who were with him during that incident now revealing what they say happened, and they are pointing the finger squarely at Lochte. Also tonight, we are hearing from a witness who stepped in to help translate for the Americans as it all went down. We have a lot of fast-moving developments tonight, and ABC's Matt Gutman is in Rio starting us off.
Tonight, Ryan Lochte on camera for the first time since he told what Brazilian police call a fabricated version of the now international incident at this Rio gas station.
That's why I'm taking full responsibility for it, is because I over-exaggerated that story. And if I never done that, we wouldn't be in this mess.
But stopping short of saying he lied, telling NBC News,
whether you call it a robbery, whether you call it extortion, or us paying just for the damages, like, we don't know.
Now, two of the quartet of swimmers in this now infamous video blaming Lochte for inflaming a standoff that had them hauled into two police stations in Rio. Questioned about Lochte's version of events.
He cocked it, put it to my forehead.
Police have accused him of lying, and after a week of silent solidarity with Lochte, both Gunnar Bentz and Jack Conger now apologizing and openly contradicting parts of his story.
They pulled us over.
Not according to them, both saying in statements they pulled into this gas station. Bentz writing, "We foolishly relieved ourselves on the backside of the building behind some bushes." Then saying Lochte is the man you see here pulling to the ground a framed metal advertisement. Conger's statement says the attendants then hailed two armed security men. There was a heated exchange. Here you can see the swimmers sitting, Lochte standing. That's the point. Bentz writes that Lochte inflamed the situation. Again, I cannot speak to his actions, but Ryan stood up and began to yell at the guards. After Jack and I both tugged at him in an attempt to get him to sit back down. It was then, say police, that one of the guards pulled a gun. Bentz says a customer at the station, Fernando de Luz, offered to help and defuse the standoff. Lochte had released his own tepid apology on Friday for, quote, not being more careful and candid in how I described the events. That's an understatement, says that Good Samaritan.
No police, please, no police. Okay?
They were saying no police, please.
Yes.
That Good Samaritan telling us that the swimmers weren't extorted, they agreed to pay in order to avoid the police, and that at no time was a gun directly pointed at them. He also adds that Lochte was so drunk he was incoherent. Cecilia.
Matt Gutman leading us off. Thank you.
Okay, and there you go on that report. Very interesting there. Let us know what you think. I want to hear from you on that story. Turkish President, ISIS likely behind wedding attack that killed 50, wounded 94. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan suspects ISIS is responsible for Saturday's suicide bombing of an outdoor wedding party that killed 50 people and injuring another 94. Now let's take a look at your event calendar for your Sunday. And here are some things you can do today. The second annual Nazial Country Weekend is at 11:30 a.m. in Laconia. Fire on the Mountain, 12 p.m. in Henniker. Hay Day Family Festival in Newbury at 10 o'clock p.m. 10 o'clock a.m., sorry about that. Sunday Champagne Brunch Cruise on the Mount Washington at 10 o'clock a.m. on Wares Beach. Storybook Book Sundays at the Hobo Railroad in Laconia at 12:30 p.m. in Laconia. Farm to Table Brunch at Malton Farm at 9 o'clock a.m. in Meredith. White Mountain Art and Artists Festival at 10 o'clock a.m. in Jackson. And those are some events happening today in New Hampshire. And you can go to visitnewhampshire.gov and click on what to do, and then click on the event calendar. And that does it for the Riley King Newscast right here on the Riley King Network. I hope you all have a great rest of your Sunday. See you back here later on. Goodbye, everyone.